The Flagler College Saints went on a 15-2 second-half run on Saturday to beat Young Harris and earn their first PBC win of the season. Today, a tougher test as conference favorite Augusta comes to St. Augustine. Peach Belt Conference basketball is next. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Flagler Gym on the campus of Flagler College, St. Augustine, Florida. Glad to have you with us for this PBC basketball game between the number 10 Augusta University Jaguars and your Flagler Saints. Dave Wenda along the way with you, along with Sadie Reese, our producer, camera person, as we get set for this PBC game. The Saints come in 3-2 on the season. 1-1 in the PBC. They beat Central Michigan, North Florida, and Young Harris, and lost to North Georgia and FIU. Chad Warner in his fourth season will send out this starting lineup. In the backcourt, the senior, number 1, 5'11", Derek Ellis, Jr. Also in the backcourt, number 3, Marcus Henderson, a 6'2 sophomore. Also at guard, number 4, the transfer Jacek Lottie, a 6'2 senior. Up front, it's Chris Metzger at a forward position, 6'7 senior from Plantation, Florida. And rounding out the starting lineup, the sophomore transfer, number 23, Jalen Barr, 6'4 guard forward. For Augusta University, up front is the big guy, 7'1" center Tyshawn Crawford, number 0. He's a junior and a transfer from Georgia Southern University. In the backcourt, number 2, Tyee Myers, a 6-foot junior out of Baltimore. Also at guard, number 3, Lee Fleener, a 6'7 sophomore from Miami. Also listed at guard and a player to watch tonight is number 11, Darren Lucas White. We'll get into his stats. They've been very impressive early on, as has Lottie for St. Augustine. It'll be interesting to see which star really flourishes. Lucas White is a 6'1 junior from Capitol Heights, Maryland. And rounding out the starting lineup at forward, number 35, John Whitehead III, a 6'5 freshman from Augusta, Georgia. So Augusta in their road blacks trimmed in blue, and Florida will come out in the home whites trimmed in red. Just about set for the start of this one. The head coach for Augusta University is Demetris. Been around a long time. In his 17th year at Augusta University, 25 seasons overall, and he is 496 and 229, so just 4 wins short of win number 500. Barr to jump it against the big man Crawford, and Augusta wins the tip. We are underway from St. Augustine, Florida. This is Crawford working on Metzger. Crawford tied up and stolen away by Lottie. Lottie has the ball stripped, and it'll go out of bounds along the baseline. Flagler basketball. Well, Flagler comes in 21st nationally in assists per game at exactly 16 a contest. Meanwhile, Augusta is second in the nation in assist-to-turnover ratio, third in fewest turnovers, and fifth in field goal percentage. So we expect a clean game, a game with a lot of sharing of the basketball. As Flagler retains possession along the baseline. Into the corner goes Henderson. Henderson had the big game on Saturday. Well, one of several Saints with a standout performance. This ball blocked, last touch by Augusta. 7 to shoot for Flagler. The Saints beat Young Harris in that Saturday game, 87-76. Henderson had 22 points. Lottie with 16 points and 12 assists. And this is Ellis with 2 to shoot. Tries to pass out of trouble, and the Saints did not get a shot off there as the Jaguars played good defense. This is Lucas White. To Whitehead. Jumper is off the mark. Rebound comes off to Flagler. Still looking for our first bucket of the game. Ellis not ready for that pass. This is Metzger on the high post. Back to Ellis, the senior to senior. And is it a kick or a personal foul? I think they're going to get a bump here on Whitehead, and that will be his first of the game. So Jalen Barr will inbound, sophomore out of Charlotte by way of Caldwell Tech. And he gets it into Metzger. Coach Warner says a lot of their success will depend on the performance of their three veteran seniors, Ellis, Metzger, and the transfer Lottie. Lottie came over after 3 years at D1 Arkansas Little Rock. This is Barr open for three off the back iron. Saints can really shoot it, especially from distance, and they're not afraid to pull the trigger, even on the very long threes. Low post, it goes to Crawford, and he finds the cutting Lucas White for the first points of the ball game. And Flagler turns it over. I think Metzger stepped on the end line as he was inbounding. An unforced error for the Saints, and it gives it back to the Jaguars. So Coach Mitras getting things sorted out with the officials. Our officials today, Brian Damaskowitz, Alex Jordan, and Donata Sayudinis. Ellis working with Metzger up top. Henderson in the corner. Now the short corner goes Metzger, double team comes. Chris loses the handle for a moment, goes underneath and scores. Used the basket as sort of a screen to shield off Tyshawn Crawford, and Metzger has the Saints on the scoreboard. Long three from Lee Fleener is good. Well, correction, Tyree Myers, number 2, not number 3. And this ball nearly stolen away by Myers, who had an open path to the basket if he could find the handle on that one. And checking in for Augusta's number 13, Gerard Carrier, and Whitehead will get a breather. Carrier, a 6'2 senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Metzger, works it over to Henderson on the left side, now to Barr, low post. Barr working hard in the lane and drops in the jumper. Coach really likes Barr as a player, says he's tough as nails, called him a junkyard dog for his work ethic and his toughness, and we saw it right there. Jaguars by a point. Myers to Lucas White, back to Myers, looking to go inside to Crawford, and now they do get the ball into the big guy. Left-handed hook shot is up and in. So that extends the Jaguar lead to 7-4. Lottie gives it up to Metzger. We saw that on Saturday, the unselfishness of Jacek Lottie. He had 12 assists on Saturday, and of course, we're talking about the conference leader in points a game. Lottie scores at a 23.4 points a game clip. That is first in the Peach Belt Conference. Hook shot won't go. Trying to keep it alive, but Lottie comes out of the fray with the basketball, goes coast to coast, lays it in. Defense turning into offense for the Saints and Jacek Lottie. As Flagler goes on top for the first time in this game. Bounce pass down low. Metzger went straight up and denied Fleener. Lottie's fouled. So shot was rejected at the rim. And Lottie will go to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Jacek Lottie has been a great find for this Flagler coaching staff as we get a timeout on the floor. That's the media timeout. And we'll step aside. More Peach Belt Conference basketball in a moment.
Just make sure to take it back out when we get started again. Yeah. That looks good.
And welcome back. Talking a little bit about Jacek Lottie. He's been a real revelation since coming to Flagler. This is his senior year, but because of COVID, he'll have the option of an extra year of eligibility next season. Again, leading the PBC in points, 23.4 points a game. He also leads the league in total assists, or he's tied for the lead with 26 total assists so far. Poured in 36 points at Division I North Florida in a win for the Saints, 30 points in the loss to Florida International. Got a lot of charisma. Recruited as a leader after 3 years in the D1 ranks. Coach says he loves it here. And I read somewhere he likes to fish. Well, he's in a great place. World-class fishing here along the First Coast. Lottie makes the lead three for Flagler as Whitehead checks back in. Tyree Myers handling, now hands it off to Whitehead, gets it back. This is Lucas White. Tough shot, and it goes out of bounds and over to the Saints. Lucas White had 25 points in the win over Georgia College for Augusta. That game on Saturday. Lottie into the lane, up and missed right at the rim. Lucas White the other way, nearly lost the basketball, instead finds Myers for three. Well, there's the assist we talk about. Lucas White is also first in the conference in steals per game. Lottie for three. Ball comes out to Henderson on the long rebound, and the Saints will reset. Slim stepped on the end line. Lawrence Slim has checked in. Number 10, he's a redshirt sophomore from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Coach Warner really loves this team. He's trying to build a culture, he said, of eliminating negativity. Not necessarily being positive all the time, but being neutral. He said a couple of negative players, it really saps a lot of the juice from your program, and he doesn't have any of that on this roster. Everyone committed to a common goal. Ellis for three. Slim kept it alive for Henderson. Slim trying to go backdoor, defended nicely by the Jaguars. Now this is Henderson, one to shoot, gets it off in the lane and left it short, and they'll call it a shot clock violation. It may have grazed the rim, but either way, It went out of bounds and will go over to Augusta. Jaguars will get Jack Johnson in, a 6'9 freshman from nearby Ponte Vedra, Florida, just up the road from St. Augustine. And checking in for Flagler is number 5, Tyler Collier, the 6'8 sophomore from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. A whistle away from the ball. And I think this will go against Flagler as they'll get Collier for his first personal. Collier's a big body. His father played in the NFL for the Philadelphia Eagles. Whitehead hands off to Tyree Myers. Myers has an absurd assist-to-turnover ratio of 9. 2 is considered really good. So it is early as scoring inside is Jack Johnson. So there's a limited sample there for Myers, but pretty good start. He's also first in the league at 6 assists a game. Ellis, a floater. Slim gets the offensive board. Now to Ellis. Flagler down by a bucket. Collier back to Ellis. Under 10 to shoot. This is Bain. Spencer Bain is checked in. He's another sharpshooter from long range. Ellis attacks and scores off glass. Nice move by the senior. And he ties the game. Whitehead. Marked by Henderson. Back to Myers. Myers goes baseline, and he's fouled on his way up. I think they'll have... No, they're going to say Ellis. I thought Slim got him. Ellis must have got him with the body, and that takes us under 12 in the media timeout. Tied at 12 here from Flagler College. And welcome back to Flagler Gym. Glad to have you with us. Knotted at 12. Not quite halfway through this first half. Well, Augusta comes in ranked number 10 in the country. They are the favorites in the Peach Belt Conference. And so this would be an upset for Flagler. Coach Warner called it an opportunity. And speaking of some historic opportunities that were realized in Flagler history, this very Augusta team was ranked number 3 nationally back in January of 2011, and Flagler beat them 76-70. That same year, they also beat, at the time, number 5 USC Aiken. So a couple of wins over top 5 programs a decade ago. And now facing a ranked opponent and the conference favorite. Backdoor cut, beautifully done. Now Bain with the open 3. As Fiddler is checked into the game, number 2, who's been very active since entering. And is this a foul or a tie-up? And there'll be a timeout called. So I think Augusta got possession and then quickly called timeout. And we'll sort it out for you after this short pause. And after the short break, it will be Augusta basketball. So they got possession and then called a quick timeout. So Lucas White will bring it up this time for Augusta. Foul away from the ball. We've seen a lot of that early on both with the men and the women's teams. He'll get Collier for his second. And that gets Metzger off the bench. So Chris Metzger, the senior, who's battled through 2 ACL injuries here at Flagler. And coach just loves him. Says he's one of the greatest teammates he's ever coached. He says similar things about his assistant, Blake Selland, who he coached at Shorter. There's Warner, the longtime head coach at Shorter University in Georgia. He's the winningest coach in program history there. Shot is off the mark from Fleener. And Jasek hurries it into the front court. Oh, Fiddler went backdoor, and Metzger threw it out of bounds right into the Augusta bench. That's 4 turnovers for Flagler. 2 so far for Augusta. Lucas White pulls up and drops in the mid-range J. Jaguars up by 3, 15-12. Metzger has the ball tipped into the hands of Fiddler for 3. Whitehead grabs the board. And a lot of guys who are very confident from shooting it from beyond the arc. Fiddler, Bain, Lottie, Henderson. Ball tipped away, blocked by Fiddler, and inside an offensive foul called on Lee Fleener, who leaned into the defender. So Flagler draws the charge, and they get the ball back. Ellis back in for Bain. So it's Ellis, Lottie, Metzger, Fiddler, and Barr on the court for the Saints. Handed off to Lottie. Tries to give it up to Metzger. And tapped away and stolen. Whitehead going the other way quickly. Layup no good. Offensive board Fleener. He's triple teamed and now stolen away by Fiddler. He's been very active defensively behind the back pass. And it's stolen again. He had numbers there for Flagler, and a bit of a missed opportunity as they can convert the 3-on-1 offensive chance. Whitehead for 3, and it's good. Fiddler was right on him. Ellis bounces it to Metzger. Gets tied up, passes out of a double team. Back to Barr, open for 3. Rimmed off. And Lucas White will attack at the other end. Ball is up and in. And 1. So Lucas White scores in traffic and draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. So the Jaguars are on a 13-2 run right now after trailing 10-7. Last year, Demetrius's team was second in the PBC, and they earned a berth into the NCAA tournament. That tournament was canceled. He's the two-time PBC Coach of the Year, and he's reached the NCAA's 13 times. Overall at Augusta, he's 362 and 136. And including his work as the head coach at Belmont Abbey, he's 496 and 229 over 25 seasons. So very close to that 500-win milestone. Henderson cut off on the baseline, gives it back to Barr. Barr tries the baseline. Tough shot in traffic, and it goes down.
Jalen Barr for the Saints.
Meanwhile, Chad Warner just notched his 100th victory between Flagler and Shorter back on Saturday. It's in his 4th season here at Flagler. Last year, the Saints went 14 and 15, 10 and 10 in the league, which was the most wins since moving to the PBC. Lottie picks up a screen. Back to Metzger. Backdoor goes to Ellis. Right back to Metzger. And he lost the ball on the way up. A lot of contact. His body's hit the floor. Whitehead gives it up inside. Fleener is fouled. So Lee Fleener goes to the foul line to shoot a pair. And a timeout called by Augusta. We'll step aside. More PBC basketball after this. And welcome back. Coming into today, Flagler has 3 players averaging in double figures. Jacek Lottie leads the way, 23.4 points a game. Metzger averaging just short of 12, and Marcus Henderson averaging 11.6 points a game. After that, Jalen Barr contributes 9 a contest, and Ellis 8.6. A pretty balanced scoring early this season for Flagler. Fleener makes the first. So Tyshawn Crawford, the 7'1" center, is back in, transfer from Georgia Southern. Coach said he's one of the more dominant players he expects this year in the conference. Fleener made them both. And Jack Johnson's back in for Fleener, as the Jaguars have opened up a 9-point lead with 7.5 to go in the first half. Barr. Backdoor cut Lottie. Pass was a little wide. And another turnover for the Saints. And that will be 8. Saints have done a pretty good job of ball security early in this season. Lottie gets the loose ball and wants to run. Henderson is out on the wing, and Lottie is fouled on the floor. Non-shooting foul. And I think they'll get Jared Carrier here, number 13. That's his first. Ellis to Metzger. Working on the big guy. Saints haven't really found an offensive flow early on as Carrier lost that one out of bounds. He turned to make his move before he secured the pass, and he'll be replaced by Lucas White. Barr working out on the wing to Ellis. Now Metzger on the low post. Kick it back to Ellis. Three-pointer. Too strong. Crawford back out to Johnson. Lottie nearly had another rebound, but lost it into the hands of Crawford, and Metzger rejects him on the way up. Good defense by Chris Metzger, who's giving up about 6 inches to Crawford. Lottie gives it to Barr, who draws contact, and he'll shoot 2. I'm talking about Jalen Barr, the sophomore, in his first year here in St. Augustine. He's from Charlotte, North Carolina, averaging 9 points a game, 9.6 rebounds a game. He's a 72% free throw shooter. Coach Warner says he has a great motor. Very enjoyable to be around. He's got the athleticism to drive past his defenders. Really makes the defenses work. And we've seen sort of that hard-nosed mentality for Barr, not only offensively, but defensively, rebounding, boxing out, hitting the floor. Missed them both. Well, Flagler has gone cold. Just 4 points in the last 9 or so minutes. Lottie, that's goaltending. So count the basket for Jacek Lottie, who has 6 points. You know, Chad Warner has something he hasn't really had in 3 experienced seniors, Lottie, Metzger, Ellis. And because of the pandemic, those players can come back for another season of eligibility even though they're seniors. Says they all would be welcome back here, but he also understands being 22, 23-year-old who wants to get your life started. So you see how that plays out in the offseason here and there. And there's Barr forcing the turnover. Ellis, scoop shot. Beautiful attack by Derek Ellis. Saints back within 5. Saints can score in bunches. Shot is off target from Myers. This is Lottie. Lottie attacks, gives it up to Barr inside, and the layup right down low in the face of Timmy Sellers. And the Saints have cut it to 3. Lucas White works across the lane, scoops it up and in.
Basket right by number 11, Darren Lucas White.
This is Metzger. Skip pass now into the corner for Ellis. Drop it down for Barr. And the double team came and forced a turnover. Myers' three is short. Long rebound to Whitehead. His three is perfect. So the Jaguars get a fortunate bounce there and are able to score. Ellis in traffic, and he's fouled. Ellis might have been bailed out there. Coach Mitras disagrees with the call. And that's our under 4 media timeout. 28-20, Jaguars on top from St. Augustine. And welcome back to the ancient city, St. Augustine, Florida. This is Flagler Gym on the campus of Flagler College. Limited attendance for this Peach Belt Conference game against Augusta. So it's Saints basketball on the baseline. I want to get it in low to Lottie. He was fronted, and another turnover. Whitehead again for three, and Whitehead is starting to feel it. He has 9 points, all coming on three-pointers. Jaguars up 11. Ellis to the 10, scores, and he's fouled. Chance at a three-point play for the senior, Derek Ellis. Season ago, Derek Ellis averaged better than 10 points a game, 6.1 assists a game, which was second in the league. And he's another of those hard-nosed, tough-as-nails players for Coach Warner. He's battled some injuries along the way in his career here at Flagler, and prior to that at Mercyhurst University. But unquestioned one of the leaders. Lottie steps in front, goes coast to coast and lays it up and in. He cuts the lead to 6. Jacek Lottie has that burst of speed. Wow. Played 3 years at Arkansas Little Rock. And really likes his new home here at Flagler College. This is going to be a foul against Augusta, I believe. And the officials will come together to sort out who it's on. I believe they'll get number 3, Lee Fleener. And that's his second. Sends Lottie to the line. Senior from Aurora, Colorado. Flagler's averaging 78 points a game, holding to opponents to less than 73. And Lottie makes the first one. Flagler's done something this year that no other Peach Belt Conference team has done. They've already beaten 2 Division I opponents. Second one is off the mark. They beat North Florida up in Jacksonville. The Ospreys are out of the A-Sun Conference, a mid-major conference for D1. And they beat Central Michigan as well. So 2 D1 wins for Flagler. And is this an offensive foul on Lawrence Slim? I believe it is. So you got to like the aggressiveness and the scheduling in this very bizarre season where we've seen cancellations and postponements of games because of COVID. Well, Flagler could have scheduled D3 opponents, NAIA schools, and maybe picked up some easy wins. Instead, they went out and played not only Central Michigan and North Florida, their 2 hallmark wins. Slim open for 3, yes! But they've also played Florida International. And that gets a timeout as Flagler has climbed within 2 points at 31-29. So a bit of a lull there midway through the first half for Flagler scoring-wise, but they picked up the pace here and climbed to within a single basket. We'll step aside. Rest of first half action from Flagler College coming up. And we're back. Another steal by Lottie. And he's rejected by Lucas White at the rim. And then Lottie took a hard fall and crashed into that cinder block wall behind the basket. I'm not sure he caught much of that padding there to protect him. As we clock under a minute, Jaguars clinging to a 2-point lead. Lucas White gives it up to Fleener. Now to Myers. Looks like they're trying to get it to Crawford, and now they do. And he'll drop in the hook shot over Metzger. Just tough to guard a 7-1 player. As Flagler will likely hold for the last shot with the shot clock turned off. This is Lottie as we tick under 10 seconds. Now he goes to work. Gives it to Bain. Bain, he'll pull up for 3. Too strong, and that'll do it for the first half of action. Flagler had a lead, gave it up. Augusta built a pretty sizable advantage, but the Flagler Saints are back into the game, and the score at the half is Jaguars 33, Saints 29. We'll step aside for about 15 minutes. Back with second half action then. Welcome back. Just about set for the start of the second half. Augusta leading Flagler 33-29. Let's take a look at some of the scoring in the first half. Pretty balanced for Augusta. Whitehead with 9 points, all on three-pointers. Lucas White also has 9 points, and Myers with 7. For Flagler, it's Jacek Lottie leading the way. 3 of 6 shooting from the floor, 3 of 4 from the line, 4 rebounds, couple assists, and already 3 steals for Jacek. Derek Ellis has 7 points, Barr has 6, and Metzger has 4. And the only other Saint to score is Lawrence Slim. He hit his 1 3-pointer. Shooting, neither team really tearing it up in the first half. Augusta shooting 38.7%, Flagler at 44.4%. The Saints have only made 1 of their 9 3-pointers. They're shooting 11% from 3, and you just got to figure that's going to turn around because Flagler shoots it better than 40% from long range on the season. So we'll see if they can dial up the 3-pointers. But I'd imagine that they're not too displeased with being down just 4 after going kind of through a long drought in the middle of that first half, at least offensively. Ellis trying to find Metzger, but he's fronted. Here's Barr into the corner. 3-pointer is good. Marcus Henderson. Henderson, of course, had the big game against Young Harris on Saturday. 22 points in that one to lead the way for Flagler in that victory. Flagler's 1-1 in Peach Belt Conference play. They lost their opener at North Georgia and then won here against Young Harris. And now playing the conference favorite, Lucas White short on the jumper. Offensive rebound, Fleener, no. Crawford keeps it alive. And finally dropping it in is Fleener. So a flurry of offensive rebounding that time for the Jaguars. And they lead by 3. Ellis hands it off to Henderson. Picks up the screen. Now dribbles back out. Gets his man in the air. Down low it goes to Barr. And he is denied inside. Myers working off a screen. Left-handed shot, no. And Fleener came skying through. And an offensive rebound as Fleener went over the back. And that'll be his second personal. Metzger gives it to Barr, tries the baseline, blocked from behind by Crawford. You see the Saints coach is really working on their sideline over there. Head coach Chad Warner and his assistants Blake Selland and Kip Owens. Selland played for Warner at Shorter, and Warner coached against Owens when he was a star at Alabama Huntsville. Tough shot by Henderson. Wow, and the Saints are within a point. Whitehead looking for Crawford, and the ball was kicked out of bounds. It'll stay here with Augusta. Myers to Whitehead. He's been the hot hand for Augusta. Offensive foul. And guess who stepped in to take the charge? Jalen Barr. So that's the third foul on Whitehead, and he'll have to take a seat. Whitehead tied for the team lead in scoring with Lucas White, but he'll go to the bench. Ellis working right side. To Metzger, back to Ellis. Goes down the lane. Cut off and a foul. And this one will go against Carrier, and that's his third personal. So some foul trouble here for the Jaguars. Both Carrier and Whitehead have 3 fouls apiece. Lottie, a tough shot. He switched hands mid-air, went from the right to the left and scooped it in. Beautiful play by Lottie. Lucas White, wild shot underneath. Henderson wants to go the other way. Lottie in the corner. And a foul as he went by his defender. Augusta looks a little rattled, a little out of sync here as we start the second half. And Flagler has come back and taken the lead after trailing by as many as 11. Metzger has the ball tipped away from behind. The help defense came, and Metzger didn't see it. Myers drops it for Fleener. Both teams are very unselfish. Both rank among the conference leaders in assists. Metzger, too strong. Henderson gets the loose ball. Finds Lottie. Left open for 3, and he knocks it down. Saints up by 2, 39-37. As they pause to wipe the sweat up from the floor. Remember, this is the number 10 team in the nation. Augusta University is. Fleener working on Metzger. No. Barr. Wow. Gets tangled up with Crawford, and now they'll be separated. Barr didn't like the big guy falling on him underneath. And we'll let the officials sort this one out. For some reason, Coach Mitris is out on the floor. So both teams will head to the bench. This is the under-16 media timeout. Saints on top of the number 10 team in the nation, 39-37.
Oh, it's your first day? Okay. Well, I guess you do these kinds of things sometimes. Yeah.
And welcome back. They're going to call the coaches together and sort this one out. Already Coach Mitris looks upset with what he's hearing. And there is a technical foul being called. And since we're not over there by the scorers table, we'll just have to wait till it gets posted in the official stats to explain it to you. I'm guessing by the reactions that this technical will go somehow against Augusta because Coach Mitris is arguing aggressively. Our officials today, Brian Damaskowitz, Alex Jordan, and Donatas Sayudinis. So I think they're going to get, at least according to the online stats here, Jalen Barr will be charged with a foul and a technical. And yet the ball goes over to Flagler. And they'll also get Tyshawn Crawford for a foul. So I think they called a foul on Crawford on the actual action, the replay or the rebounding action. They get a foul for Barr as well, and then a technical foul on Barr. So I'm not sure why Augusta wouldn't be shooting there. Was it perhaps offsetting technicals? Either way, Flagler had the ball for the moment. Now Lucas White comes away with the loose ball, attacks and scores. We talked about a little about him in the early going. He's really their scoring machine. Foul inside as Barr hits the floor yet again. And this will be a blocking foul on Myers.
Fouls on number 2, Tyree Myers.
Lucas White had 25 points in that win over Georgia College on Saturday.
Correction, number 23 to the foul line, Jalen Barr.
And look at some of the season stats here. Lucas White leading the team and scoring 21.7 points a game. Barr knocks in the first one. Also averages better than 5 rebounds a game and 3 assists a contest. Augusta comes in 3-0 overall, 1-0. So they've not played as many games as Flagler. Flagler 3-2, 1-1 in the PBC. Saints with a 1-point lead. Carrier, Henderson all over him. Saints have dropped into their man-to-man defense. Lucas White picks up his dribble, has it stolen away by Lottie. Lottie has 4 steals now, and trying to find Ellis at the other end, and is tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Jaguars. Lawrence Slim returns for Barr. Work the ball into Lottie. Metzger sets the screen. Lottie attacks, gives it up to Metzger. Easy basket, unselfishness. Lottie had 12 assists in the win over Young Harris, and now he has 3 in this game to go with 4 steals and 14 points. Saints up by 3. Tough shot by Lucas White, but Fleener is there for the putback. Lottie, step back, 3 is good. Well, we were expecting the Saints to heat up a little bit after that tough start from 3, and now they're shooting about 31% after shooting 11% through the first half, 1 of 9 to start the game. But now 3 of 4 since. And a technical foul on Meester, I believe. Yes, a technical foul on Coach Metris.
Technical foul on the Jaguars, coach.
So now the Saints will walk to the line. And he is still barking at the official, not the official that called the technical on him.
And he'll shoot 2.
So Lottie steps to the line. And misses the first. Lottie is a 77% free throw shooter coming in. 23 of 30. He's taken by far the most free throws for the Saints this season. And he missed them both. The Saints will get the ball as well, leading by 4. So I think they're going to make the Saints go the distance here. Or are they going to give the ball over to Augusta? I'm a little confused. I thought the Saints would get the basketball on the technical foul. So it will be Jaguars basketball. Sorry we don't have a better explanation of what just happened. Long three attempted and a block and a shot clock violation. So it looks like they gave Augusta the ball back with the time remaining on their previous possession after Flagler shot the technical free throws. And it's a shot clock violation as Ellis gets a block. He's got 2 in the game. Lottie off target. Myers, no. Lottie another rebound, and he'll draw contact, and this will go against Myers and be his 3rd. Lottie has been really active. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals to go with his 17 points. 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from three-point land, and he'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. The Saints are already in the bonus at the 13:05 mark of the second half, as Augusta has committed 9 team fouls. One more coming for Lottie. Leading scorer in the PBC. Made them both. As Spencer Bain checks back in, and Lottie will get the breather. And Bain is a freshman from Overland Park, Kansas, in the Kansas City area. 6'2", 200-pound guard. And they really like his skill level, his ability to shoot it. Lucas White down to Crawford. Gives it up to Fleener. And made a tough shot with Slim right in his face. Henderson and Ellis playing catch out top. Ellis, tough shot off glass. And back the other way. Carrier right to the rim. Augusta did a good job of transitioning that time. And Flagler does it at the other end. Ellis to Metzger for the stuff. Flagler back up 4. Lucas White. Whitehead for 3. Offensive rebound, Crawford, and he turns around and scores over Metzger. Well, that's one of the advantages of being 7-1. Crawford is the transfer from Georgia Southern. Henderson, 3, no. And the ball will stay with the Saints. Collier back into the game. Tyler Collier and Jalen Barr. And we'll see them after this timeout. Saints up by 2, 49-47 from St. Augustine. It was a bit of a fun game to watch as the lead has gone back and forth. Flagler's led 3 times. Augusta's led it twice. Biggest lead for the Jaguars was 11 points back at the 2:53 mark of the first half. Largest lead for Flagler, 6 points just a couple of minutes ago. And I think Henderson stepped on the end line. So Lottie will check back in for Ellis, and Fiddler will replace Henderson. Chase Fiddler has a lot of energy. They like his motor. You see him there working defensively on Whitehead. In close, Fleener on the baseline. Barr's all over him. Gets his own miss. Nearly tied up, and then a foul. They're going to get Lottie here for the foul. And that'll be his second personal. Fleener goes to the line to shoot a pair. Fleener's just a 57% free throw shooter, but he made them both, and he has 12 points in the game. This is Lottie working in the low block, scores. So Saints clinging to a 2-point lead against the conference favorite. Lucas White brings it up for the Jags. Fleener looked down low. Barr nearly stole that. Thought he might have tapped it off of the leg of Sellers, but it'll stay here with Augusta. Crawford back in after a short break. Whitehead off the inbounds play, and I think he banked that one in. Whitehead has a pretty stroke. Ties the game at 51. Fiddler behind the back, step back, 2 is good. Chase Fiddler brings a lot of energy, whether he's starting, coming off the bench, whether he's just cheering on the bench. Guy who's been out of high school for a couple of years, but he only played 3 collegiate games in those 2 seasons, so he is considered a freshman. Fleener's in all kinds of trouble. Barr is right there, and they're going to get Fiddler for the personal. That's his first. Fiddler was known as a 2-year non-participant, so he retains that freshman eligibility. And are they going to get another quick one here on Fiddler? I think they are. Just 3 team fouls for the Saints in the second half. 9 already for the Jaguars, so the Saints are in the double bonus. This is Whitehead, baseline, double team comes, he gets rid of it to Fleener, and then another whistle inside. Collier was defending, and it will be on Tyler. That's his 3rd personal. And it sends Fleener to the line. Fleener hasn't shot much this year, 4 of 7 from the line coming in. And today he's 4 for 4, so his average is rapidly improving as he misses the first one. Missed. Oh, no, he did bang that one home. Thought it had come off the rim for a moment. The lead is 1. Lottie to Bain. Now Collier, top of the key. Back to Bain. Fiddler gets his man in the air, pulls up from 14. And the long rebound controlled by Fiddler. And the Saints will reset. Chad Warner calls out the play for essentially what is the second unit, or most of the second unit, joining Barr and Lottie, as Barr had it tapped out of bounds on his way up. 2 to shoot. Lottie gets the shot off, but does not catch iron. And the Jaguars can reclaim the lead on this trip. Fleener with a tough runner and a blocking foul on Barr. So Barr has 3 personals. Collier has 3. And that's the only real foul trouble for the Saints. For Augusta, Carrier with 4. Whitehead and Myers with 3 each. Fleener goes back to the line. Three subs checking back in for the Saints. Metzger, Slim, and Ellis, replacing Collier, Bain, and Barr. Metzger back looking for Lottie on the backdoor cut, tapped away and stolen by the Jaguars. Augusta with a 1-point lead. This is Crawford on the low block. Metzger trying to body him up. Crawford with an awkward shot, gets his own miss, puts it back up. And the ball last touched by Flagler. So Augusta's getting multiple looks on it on this trip down the floor. Inbounds to Crawford. The triple team comes, and somehow he rolls it home. Had good position underneath, and with that size was able to get the shot off and the friendly roll. Another backdoor look for Lottie, and ball is kicked. So the shot clock goes to 20 as Flagler keeps possession. Lottie working off the screen from Fiddler. Crossover dribble. Scoop shot, no. Rebound into the hands of Lucas White. He'll pull up from 17 and knock it down. Jaguars go up 5. Metzger in the short corner. Double team comes. He spins the other way. Tries to keep it alive. Myers working on Ellis. Ball nearly stolen by Fiddler. And a media timeout. Jaguars 58, Saints 53. Second half is heating up. More after a short break. And welcome back to St. Augustine, Florida. We're looking at the court of Flagler Gym here on the campus of Flagler College as the Saints battle the Augusta University Jaguars, the number 10 team in Division II. Jaguars with a 5-point lead as Whitehead inbounds. Myers to Lucas White, attacks, and Slim was there to knock the ball out of bounds with 7 to shoot. That ball batted away by Ellis. Now 6 to shoot. Whitehead out to Lucas White. 3 on the shot clock. He pulls up with Lottie on him and drops it in. Tough shot. And Lucas White converts anyway. The lead is 7. Metzger skip pass to Henderson. Baseline drive, and he got caught up midair. Lucas White, the leading scorer for Augusta. Not this time, and Ellis comes away with the loose ball. Ellis wants to run, went right at Whitehead and lost it out of bounds. And that'll be the 13th turnover for Flagler as Barr checks back in for Slim. Well, the shooting is about where it was at the half. Augusta shooting 42%. Flagler at 43%. Flagler is up to about a 27% clip from three-point distance, while Augusta is shooting it at 45.5%, 5 of 11. Myers. They'll say last touch by Flagler here. Like the ball might have deflected off of Myers. 11 on the shot clock. Whitehead will pull up. And the long rebound comes right back to him. Inside it goes, and Flagler scores. He's got 17 to lead the way for the Jaguars. Ten to shoot. Ellis has the ball, left open for three, and he drops it in. Lead back down to 6. Quick timeout from the Saints, and we'll take it to 62-56, 5:11 to play from St. Augustine. Well, looking at some of the numbers, Augusta has the advantage on the boards, 37-28, including a 16-10 edge in offensive rebounds. They also have a 13-8 advantage in assists. Flagler, despite the size differential, is winning in points in the paint, 30-28. So they're getting points inside. Long three, rims off. Struggle for the rebound. Barr will hit the floor yet again. And he slides out of bounds with the ball. And it'll keep it right here with Augusta. So time to wipe up the sweat there as Barr with another hard-working, blue-collar type play. This is Myers. Goes baseline, gives it up to the big man, and ball stripped away on his way up. I think Barr might have reached in there. And now Ellis is fouled by Lucas White, and that is his second personal. And it'll send Ellis to the line to shoot two. Saints are in the double bonus.
Making his way to the foul line for the Saints, it's number 1, Darren Ellis.
Saints are just 7 of 14 from the line. Ellis makes 1 of 2. The lead is 5. Crawford kicks it back out. Open three, no, that was Myers. Lottie bounces it to Barr, he attacks. A lot of contact. Whitehead for three, he traveled.
took steps before he released that one. The official was right on top of it. And it's a turnover for the Jaguars. And immediate timeout. 62-57, Jaguars with a 5-point lead. 4 minutes left in this one from Flagler Gymnasium. And welcome back. 62-57, Saints have hung tough with Augusta. Augusta was a second-place finisher last year in the PBC. They are the preseason favorite this year. Flagler picked to finish 7th. Metzger again trying to go backdoor to Lottie, and the Augusta defense has kind of figured out that look, I think. Now to Lottie with 8 to shoot. He attacks the big man, goes around him, scoops it up and in. Lottie with 23 points on 8 of 14 shooting. The only other Saint in double figures is Derek Ellis with 11. Again, trying to go through the big guy inside. Metzger D's him up nicely this time. Lottie tracks down the loose ball, and the Saints can tie with a three-pointer. Henderson. Now they'll reset. Ellis. Henderson on the right side. Goes into the lane. Attacks. Blocked by Crawford. Jalen Barr checks back in for Slim. 11 on the shot clock. Henderson. Corner three. Barr hits the ground hard again. And I think they're calling a foul here. And it will be on Barr, his fourth. Barr was on the ground, and I think they said he kicked an opposing player. Still just the sixth team foul. So not bonus time yet for the Jaguars, but now Barr is in foul trouble. Four personals with 7 points in the game. Myers cut off. Now reverses track. Short. Crawford can't grab the offensive board. Here comes Ellis. Behind the back, working on Metzger. Now he'll compose himself. Metzger, top of the key, looking the back door again for Ellis. Barr hands it to Lottie. 6 to shoot. Lottie. Step back three! Ties the game! Jazik Lottie with 26. Under 2 minutes to play. For the limited capacity here in Flagler Gym, it's gotten pretty loud in here. Myers from the free throw line. No. Offensive rebound, Fleener. A lot of spinning and scoring. timeout called by Augusta after the made basket. Now Jaguars up 64-62. And we'll keep it right here and get ready for the final 124 of this ball game. Looking at the scoring, Fleener with 19 for the Jaguars. Lucas White has 15. For Flagler, it's mostly been the Lottie show. 26 points on 9 of 15 shooting, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. Now, that's a stat line. Derek Ellis has 11 points, Metzger with 8, and Barr with 7 for Flagler. Well, the Flagler three-point shooting has improved, 6 of 18, 33.3%. And Augusta's kind of cooled off from out there. They're 5 of 13, now shooting 38.5% from long range. Augusta continues to win the rebounding battle, 41-32, including 18-11 on offensive boards. But the Saints are within a basket with 1:24 to go, and they have the ball. Ellis to Lottie. Lottie goes down the right side of the lane, and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line here to shoot 2. Down 2 with 1:15 to go. Lottie is a 77% free throw shooter coming in. And today he is 5 of 8 from the line. First one is perfect. This one could tie the game. Knotted at 64. 75 ticks on the clock. Lucas White is fouled. Lottie was a little overeager to close out that time. And Lucas White will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. He is a 67% free throw shooter coming in, 10 of 15 on the year. And he missed it. Metzger with the board. Under a minute to play. Lottie working off the screen. Now reverses field. Gives it up to Barr. And then stolen by White. Lucas White. And he's rejected by Barr. They're saying Saints basketball. Coach Mitras wants the officials to come together. Oh, there's a foul. I thought the ball just went out of bounds last touch by Augusta. Instead, it's Fleener with his third personal. And that'll send Lottie to the line to shoot 2.
The Saints is number 4, Jason Lottie. And he'll shoot 2.
What a defensive play by Barr to get back and reject that. Saints take the lead. Lottie can make it a 2-point game. And he does. Lottie is up to 30 points. And a timeout as the Saints want to talk about how to put this one away. Up to 39.2 seconds to go. And we'll keep it right here during this timeout. Looking ahead at the schedule. This Saturday, the Saints go on the road for a game at Columbus State. That starts at 3:30. Remember, all of these PBC games are broadcast on the streaming service, so you can watch that game from Columbus State. And then next Wednesday, a visit to UNC Pembroke. That's the longest trip on the Saints conference schedule. They'll be back here on the 23rd for a 3:30 tip against Georgia Southwestern, and then continue that homestand with the game against Lander. 66-64. Saints by 2. 35 seconds to play. Myers for 3. Too strong. And Henderson has the board. Nearly had it tapped away, and he will be fouled. And so Marcus Henderson will go to the line, and he can make this a 2-possession game if he makes both free throws. Henderson just 4 of 5 shooting. I mean, that's 80%, but he's only had 5 attempts coming into this game and has not attempted a free throw tonight. Rolls the first one home. This is the key. It can be a 2-possession game if Marcus can bury this one. And the friendly roll, 68-64. Now Flagler does not want to commit a foul here. 20 seconds to go. Lucas White, 3-pointer, fouled on the floor. So Lottie commits the foul. In a way, this is a smart foul. It sends Lucas White to the line. Well, perhaps he was attempting a 3. We'll see here. Is he shooting 3 or 2? No, it's on the floor, so it's a 1-and-1. So not allowing Lucas White to get a 3-pointer off. Instead, the foul committed before that. And he missed it. Ellis with the rebound. They're going to have to foul him. And the Saints march to the other end with a 4-point lead. 2 free throws coming from their veteran senior. And a chance to knock off the number 10 team in the country. We told you exactly 10 years ago, or nearly exactly, January of 2011. Ellis makes the first, and the lead swells to 5. Flagler beat number 3 Augusta 76-70. They also beat USC Aiken when they were ranked number 5 that same season. So this would rank up there with some of those landmark PBC wins. Saints by 6. 12 seconds to go. Myers hands it off to Whitehead. He'll hoist a 3. No. And the rebound comes off to Barr, and that should do it. Augusta backs off, and the Saints have knocked off the number 10 team in the country, 70-64. Flagler improves to 4-2 on the season, 2-1 in the PBC, and have made a statement in Peach Belt Conference basketball. Wow, what a fun second half for Flagler and head coach Chad Warner. Well, for Sadie Reese, running the camera, running the computer, basically our producer, camera person, I'm Dave Wenda. Glad that you joined us tonight. The final again, Saints 70, Jaguars 64. Have a good night, everyone.